Hi, this is Dee at Aloha Astro. Let's take a look at the forecast for the moon transiting Leo to Virgo, Friday, September 19th. Turns the creativity and passion of the early morning Leo moon toward the plans necessary for making the dream real, as the moon enters the discerning and pragmatic Mercury-ruled Earth sign of Virgo as your day gets underway. As the moon enters Virgo, it joins Venus, also entering Virgo, and together they bring a quiet certainty that not only is something possible, but it may be your path or destiny, and there may already be a history or foundation on which to build, as the moon and Venus interact with two destiny-influencing Yod aspect patterns, drawing in the combined energies of Mars in Libra, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, and Neptune retrograde in Aries conjunct Saturn retrograde in Pisces, and the North Node in Pisces. The importance of an approaching new moon and eclipse in the final degree of Virgo this Sunday becomes clear as you begin to examine your life, your relationships, your present circumstances, and your future plans today. A grand trine, which forms the body of a kite aspect pattern, combines the practicality and problem-solving energy of the Sun in Virgo with the diplomacy, strategizing, and perfection-seeking qualities of Mercury in Libra, and directs that focus toward making something abstract or spiritual possible and tangible. The Moon and Venus in Virgo trine to Chiron retrograde in Aries, sextile to Mars in Libra, and square to Uranus retrograde in Gemini, while Mars and Chiron are in a grand cross with Jupiter in Cancer and Pluto in Aquarius, can make you keenly aware that although you may have no control over how anyone else will act or respond to you, you have the chance now to express your authentic self fully and to share your hopes, dreams, desires, and perspective. The urge to know what will happen if you open your heart and share is greater than the fear of potential loss or rejection, because deep down you know that the future, progress, growth, and change will not bring you any goodies if you close yourself off and hide. Stay focused on what you wish to feel, be, do, or have, and the universe will begin to line up the means and the support you need to take the next step. So, here you can see one yod with Venus and the Moon to Neptune, Saturn, and to Mars. And then we have a second yod also being generated with the Moon and Venus to Saturn and Neptune and to Pluto. So Pluto and Mars, two intense planets that will, Mars will trigger action as well as anger and strong push to do things in a relationship-oriented sign, coming to the end of it now, where you can get the feeling that you're running out of some time. Pluto, retrograde in Aquarius, there's a need there for some power control or to stir things up, maybe even to push an issue because you feel like you are running out of some time. And as we move out of Leo and into Virgo with the Moon and Venus today and those yods, it is really pushing. They're both pushing on the grand square, but mainly on this part of it with Mars square Pluto and also the square to Uranus. So we have the planet of change really being activated. Restlessness, change, uniqueness. We have the planet Pluto in Aquarius, which is the sign that Uranus rules, also being pressured at this point to transform, to gain a greater feeling of power or control over something. And all together, we have this grand trine with Uranus, Pluto, Sun, Mercury, and we've got, do we have still have a mystic rectangle? We had one yesterday. It broke apart, I think. Nope, not seeing that. But we have the kite with Saturn and Neptune at the top, and of course the yod pointing energy toward those two planets as well. There is a feeling of something that you had an opportunity in the past, perhaps you did not get to flesh it out fully, make use of it, and now this feeling of last chance to do that, to go back over something from the past, to start on a foundation or platform of a dream you may have had before, or something that even recently you could have been putting in the energy, and now you want to see something more constructive come out of it. And you'll feel that quickening with the new moon. An eclipse is always going to reveal things, so expect that there will be some revelations after the eclipse on Sunday as to what do you need to do and how are you going to do it in order to make those changes happen and to complete something that maybe you were not able to complete in the past, or to make something real that has only been in the planning or the dreaming stage for a while. Today is definitely the kind of aha day where you're really getting it. You're understanding that we're heading into a weekend of big energy and that there are some big things going on for you, both internally and probably externally in your life. And time to make some plans, time to think about the actions, time to really analyze your relationships as well, and perhaps make some decisions regarding them, whether they are romantic or business or family. We have energy right now that covers all of that, everything right now, any type of relationship. Family issues might come up, particularly at this new moon and eclipse, because Jupiter is in Cancer and it is involved with just about everything else here in this big red box that we've got going on, in a freestanding trine aspect to Saturn and Neptune. So we'll be feeling the effect of that in terms of our family life and anything that has to do with caring, nurturing, future growth, looking at our needs. Needs are a primary concern right now, getting down to what is essential as you move forward to building the idealistic thing. You still have to look at the practical thing. And today is going to give you pretty big heads up about where are you in the middle of all this? What are you really feeling? What is most important to you? What is necessary? So you're looking at what is essential and necessary to you on the mundane and material level and the spiritual level. And hopefully you find a balance between those, or wherever you find that your needs are being met on both those levels will help you to choose the right person, place, situation, whatever it is that you need to decide on. That discernment of Virgo is going to be with you all weekend, and this is just the beginning of it. So you're on that runway, and it's time to observe and to really think and feel as you go into the weekend. Take care, stay safe. I'll be back again tomorrow.